Hello, today I would like to tell you about two games, Ratchet Clank Tools of Destruction and Ratchet Clank A Crack in Time on PlayStation 3. Despite the fact that those are two independent games, I joined them in one video because they have a lot in common and many of the things I am going to say will refer to both of them. If anything refers only to one of the games, I will specify that. So, Tools of Destruction and A Crack in Time are three-dimensional platformers filled with intense gameplay, pretty graphics, memorable characters and humor. Among the two of them, A Crack in Time was released later, therefore it is a bit more advanced. Incidentally, even though the games are colorful and funny, they are not meant for children. Judging by difficulty level and content, they were made for experienced gamers. We are going to play as two characters named Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet is the creature with awesome firearms. The gameplay for him is predominantly exploration of locations with the classic platformer elements, plus shooting aliens and robots from a score of weapons. Clank is a small robot who is playable in certain scenes. In his arsenal there are only fists and some non-offensive skills. What the missions for Clank are, I will explain a bit later. For now, let's examine the story. Chronologically, Tools of Destruction comes first and begins with a planet where Ratchet and Clank live, being invaded by robotic aliens led by an evil emperor. The invaders' aim is simple: find and destroy the last living representative of the Lombax race, who is Ratchet. Evidently, our task will be to beat the emperor, save ourselves, and rid the entire galaxy of the rule of that tyrant. In the end, when the evil has been defeated and the heroes can enjoy tranquility, Clank is being abducted by unknown creatures. At this point, Tools of Destruction abruptly ends, and the next game begins. In A Crack in Time, Ratchet is trying to find Clank for the most part of the game. Doing so, we will have to confront an evil genius known as Dr. Nefarious, who found a way to place under control time itself, and is going to change history. Not to be a spoiler, I described the story of the games in a simple way. All of the details you will find out on your own playing them. The gameplay of both games is divided into separate locations on different planets. As Ratchet, we arrive on a planet, explore the territory, kill local population, look for secrets, accomplish a story task, then they tell us that there is something to be done on another planet, we fly there and the process repeats. This process does not get boring even during the second walkthrough, due to the diversity of the locations, enemies and given tasks. Despite the fact that the games are linear, you can return to the completed planets to look for secrets that you previously missed. Moreover, in A Crack in Time we have significant freedom for activity outside the storyline. There we get small areas of space where between the missions we can fly a spaceship, participate in firefights with other ships and visit small moons to complete secondary missions. On some of the moons we will need to kill everything that moves, the others will amount to strictly platformer tasks, where we will need to reach a designated area and overcome obstacles. For doing that we get experience, upgrades, local currency and lots of positive emotions. Of course, it is no open-world RPG, but for a platformer such diversity is just fine. Now let's examine what the two main characters are capable of. The gameplay as Ratchet, whom we will control the most time of the games, is predominantly killing enemies using about 20 types of weapon. Here everything is made well, controls are smooth, battle balance is alright, the enemies are numerous and fighting them is pure pleasure. Lest this activity get boring, the developers added minigames, battles on special arenas, interesting platforming elements, boss battles, the opportunity to upgrade the weapons and purchase armor. Besides the missions as Ratchet, we will also play missions as Clank. In Tools of Destruction, Clank missions are quite simple and include the completion of small locations with the jumps over platforms and interaction with objects. Open a door, raise a bridge and so on. On the other hand, In A Crack in Time, Clank missions are long and diverse. Besides platforming elements, they will include minigames and riddles with the time manipulation. The riddles' difficulty is such that they are hard enough and interesting to play, but not so freakish that one may get stuck on them. Certainly, I can't miss the distinctive feature of the Ratchet and Clank series. Humor. Almost all characters in the games make you laugh, or at least smile. You will find the tyrant who compensates short height with incredible audacity, a superhero who hides at the first sight of danger, a robot whose head malfunctions and he gets stuck, a smuggler who will sell and deceive anything and everything for the right price, and other hilarious characters. However, in the terms of humor, one thing I remembered the most was one particular type of weapon. Ratchet can summon an armed robot named Mr. Zurkon. Apart from providing fire support, that Mr. Zurkon will comment current events with phrases like "Death is too stupid for Mr. Zurkon" and "Are you ready to die? Good, because Mr. Zurkon is ready to kill." As a result, games Tools of Destruction and A Crack in Time left strictly positive impression. I must say that after I completed several times the first 3 games of the Ratchet and Clank series, I thought that Tools of Destruction and A Crack in Time wouldn't be able to surprise me and I would play them just out of curiosity. However, they happened to be top-grade platformers. Comparing to the initial trilogy, everything was improved: controls, graphics, staginess, a new story, new weapons, new abilities, and new types of missions. Both experienced fans of the series and newcomers will enjoy the games. If you want to get a wider view of the games, you may watch an hour-long fragment of gameplay available on my channel. Links for demonstrative gameplay and complete walkthroughs can be found in the description below the video. See you later.
Finally, the time has come for the Crack Knight to rise again! To rise again! To rise again!